Rob, Sanjay, distinguished panelists, distinguished guests, stakeholders all gathered here today. It's a delight for me to be here. I'm sorry I couldn't come earlier. I got caught in a meeting and I have to get back, so you can tell me later what you discussed after I left. But let me just give you briefly what my thoughts on the subject are. First of all, what we have in India is a permanent demand, because information is always something that people need at every level and of all qualities. And therefore, you have a ready market of 1.2 billion people who are hungry for information. So when people are hungry for information, somebody will have to provide them that information. And therefore, there has to be a backbone on the basis of which that information is supplied. And at the back end, a system in which that information is created, quality information is created to be supplied on the backbone of broadband. So that's the challenge. And of course, the ultimate challenge is that that information has to be supplied at the lowest possible cost to the consumer. So these are the three challenges. Can we create a back end at which there is quality information that's available? Can we create a vehicle through which it can be supplied? And can the user ultimately access that information at the cheapest possible price? Now, this is easier said than done. Luckily, we have tele-density in India of over 66%. Mobile phones are over 730 million now, I believe. The effective number of mobile phone users may be much less than that, but the number of mobile phones are certainly 730 million. So there is a market to be exploited, because there is yet, I think, about 600, 700 odd million people who don't have mobile phones, which is, the total market of Europe and the United States put together. So that market is yet available for us to exploit. So one, tele-density has to move much further. Two, that we need a broadband network. And of course, we had a national broadband plan. We're having discussions. The other day we had a round table as well. So we're going to connect about 2.5 lakhs gram panchayats in a couple of years. We will then create an SPV. We will hopefully, if all goes well, have the private sector involved in that. So all that will happen. But at the same time, of course, you can use your mobile phones, and with 3G already in place, there's enormous possibility that with the backbone of fiber optics that we lay, there is a parallel vehicle for delivery of information through your handsets, through your mobile sets, which is wireless telephony. So now with 3G in place, all that is available to the consumer. But of course, will be taken up by the consumer only if you're able to give them gadgets and instruments that are accessible and affordable, as you did in mobile phones. Mobile phone and mobile telephony became successful because the ordinary man had the capacity to buy a mobile phone at a cost that was reasonable. Can we provide the same kind of instrumentation for 3G? That's one question that we have to ask ourselves, and I'm sure market forces will have to be allowed to compete with each other in order for that to happen. So that's, of course, a very important part of it. If that does not happen, then accessibility and tele-density will not take place. The other thing that we have to make happen is quality information. That quality information will be delivered from the IT side. So information technology, the interaction of the private sector, creating quality software for applications across the board, for education, for healthcare, for agriculture, for every aspect of human life, for climate, for every aspect of human life. That quality software have to be created. Of course, that will happen in the event we bring about a healthy competition and a healthy environment. So once that quality software is created and the accessible instrumentation is put in place for the ordinary man in India to access that instrument and then, of course, receive that information, that, of course, will ultimately be able to deliver the kind of information that we want to people. So this is the plan, and the market is there, the demand is there. The question is, it is for you now to come together in an environment of collaboration, not not confrontation, in order to ensure that this reaches people and the ordinary man is able to exploit it. As far as we are concerned, I'm very, very disappointed that broadband density in this country is about 1%. And even our calculations that we'll be able to have 20 million users in broadband by 2010 has not been realized. We have about 14 million. And of course, now the President has announced that there should be 100 million users by 2014. Now, that's not an easy target, but if industry will collaborate with each other and come together, I'm sure that that target will be achieved. And of course, from our end, we have to make sure that government data is available in the public domain, because government data is very, very important to empower people. And of course, it must be seamlessly available. So the nature of the data and the quality of the data must allow a free flow of data from every department of the Government of India to anywhere in the country. And that's absolutely essential. It's only then that we'll be able to provide the services that we wish to provide. Because information ultimately is an empowering tool. And we need to actually move beyond the industrial revolution to the telecommunications revolution to empower people. The world of tomorrow is going to be the world of knowledge and is the world of knowledge. And the world of knowledge means solutions, new solutions through innovation on an everyday basis to solve the problems that we are confronted with on a daily basis. And these new solutions can only come about if you have a basic infrastructure for delivery. This then is my vision as to how we can do it together. The government is on your side. I know you are on our side. You may not be on each other's side. but we need all of you to work together towards that end. Remember, everybody has an important role to play. It's very important to realize in life that everybody needs space, and you cannot shut out people. So ensure that even little players have their little space that you should give them so that they can perform the duty that you don't wish to perform. And that's also necessary. And of course, with the enormous disparity of incomes in our country, you need different kinds of solutions at different levels. So there's not a one straitjacket fits all solution for everybody. And that's true in life. I mean, if you want to drive a car, you can drive a BMW if you want, but you can drive a Reva if you want, or a small Maruti if you want. But that's the different solutions for different customers. And that, of course, should apply to every aspect of life, because not everybody can afford the same solution. Not everybody has the wherewithal, and not everybody needs the same solution. Some people may need crude data. Somebody may need highly sophisticated data. Somebody may need high-speed data. Somebody may need data which is not so high speed. Somebody may need data for just a particular purpose. So different kinds of data should be made available to people at the level at which they want them and at the price at which they want them. And that's really the challenge that we will be confronted with, because the enormous diversity of India allows differentials of quality to be produced by the private sector and, of course, be made available by government. From the government standpoint, this is really, according to me, the most important way of empowering our people. I believe the telecom sector, at this point in time, in the 21st century, is perhaps the most important sector in the Indian economy, because issues of investment, issues of building infrastructure will take time. Right? Investment doesn't happen overnight. Infrastructure cannot be built overnight. But information can be supplied within seconds to people. And if that information is supplied within seconds to people, the solutions for infrastructure and other solutions will also emerge much quicker. So I think this is a revolution waiting to happen. One part of it has happened, but that's not enough. The other parts must happen very soon. I will be happy to create an environment for you for that to happen. So thank you very much for inviting me. I will apologize for having to leave in another 5 minutes. And I look forward to your discussions, and I hope that at some point in time you will brief me as to how you all wish to work together for India, for doing something that we need to do for our people, 1.2 people of humanity. Thank you very much.